What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today I have a playtest on the Hypervenom Phantom 1 regen. Now I'm kind of excited to try these out just because I did try the original ones and those are kind of my second high-end boots, so I'm excited to see if these live up to those like boots. I'm pretty sure they will, just because they're pretty similar. They only changed a couple things and I think they are for the better. Before we start the video, if you guys could like and subscribe, I really appreciate that, and we'll get right into it. Alright guys, so here we have the cleats on feet and they feel pretty similar to the original one. So they were feeling pretty tight, and so I did switch out the insole. So the insole that they did have is like the Hypervenom 3, which is kind of thick. So I changed it for like an F50 insole just to make it thinner and just have a little bit more volume, just because they were feeling a little too tight. But they feel better now. So I did change that. And hopefully once I'm done with this, it breaks in and I could switch the insole back in. If not, I'll probably just leave these in. They feel pretty comfortable. But yeah, if you guys can see, they fit me pretty well. Size 9, true to size, it's right. I do have a little bit of flaring, like I said. They are kind of tight. I feel like this part of the lacing system just isn't really flexible, and so they're just flaring here. But the midfoot, the sides feel okay. They feel a little tight, but I'm hoping that they will, stretch and kind of get softer as I play with them. That's what happens with the original one. So, but these are a bit more reinforced, so let's see what happens. Alright guys, so I was juggling and passing for a bit, and yeah, the upper is pretty thin. There isn't really any padding to it. It is getting slightly softer here in the toe box, and the midfoot still feels pretty snug and tight. But the toe box is feeling a little bit better, which is nice. Passing, feels great, and there is a little bit of waxy feeling to it. There is some grip to it. It's not a crazy amount of grip, not like the grip net found right now, but it's still pretty waxy, and it still has like that OG feel. So overall, I'm happy with the way these feel right now in terms of the touch compared to the OG one. Alright guys, so that's it for today's playtest on the Nike Hypervenom Phantom Regen. Now the upper did get way softer. You guys can see how pliable it is. Like, I'm happy with it. It feels a little bit better here in the midfoot, not as tight, which is good. So it did stretch, and they just feel more comfortable now. The only thing, I did get a little bit of rubbing here in the heel, or the top of my heel and my Achilles. I did get a little bit of a blister. I'm not exactly sure why. It was more towards the end. I guess I just didn't really tighten my cleats all that tight. Maybe there was just slight moving and it was just rubbing off. So that's kind of my fault. Usually I do that when cleats are too tight. I don't tighten them super tight, and then once I'm in the middle of the playtest, I just forget to tighten them more. So honestly, it was probably that. So I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think a lot of people experience that. It was just me, just because I didn't tighten them hard enough. So I did tighten them at the end, and it did feel better. I didn't really feel the rubbing, but it was already too late. I kind of have like a small little blister, nothing crazy, just a little small one. The sole plate feels amazing. It's flexible, nice and stable here in the midfoot, and it's just exactly like the Hypervenom 3 sole plate. And it goes really well with this upper. It's just super soft and flexible, just great overall. And in terms of performance, I felt like there was just a little bit of rollover, not a lot. Better than the original in my opinion. Like, that liner does a really good job of not allowing the boot to overstretch right now. Like, it feels pretty good, and the midfoot feels nice. Still feels way better. It's not as slick or slippery, and I just felt like it locked my heel a little bit better. And there's not a lot of padding, but the material is better in terms of gripping the heel. And you guys can see I did put an F50 sole plate, like the thin one, just because, like I said in the beginning, there was just a little bit, that insole, the Hypervenom 3 insole, just took a little bit more volume and it just felt tighter. And when I put a thinner sole plate, or insole I mean, it just felt a lot better. So I probably switch it now that I did break them in, just to see. But yeah, that's kind of why I have an F50 insole right there. But overall, the Hypervenom 1 Regen, they did an excellent job in remaking this boot, and just having, like, keeping the same DNA from the original and just improving things that needed to be improved. And yeah, I'm super happy with these. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on this boot, just let me know down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and hit the bell notifications to be notified for future videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.